It has been nearly 3 months since Catherine Phillips went missing, and there is still no sign of the 4-month-old baby Kate. Meanwhile, her father, Sean Michael Phillips, is facing charges for her disappearance. Today, Phillips' attorney argued before a judge to have the charges against him dropped. She won, but Phillips is still in jail tonight. 24-Hour News 8's Mark Thompson just got back from court today. He joins us from the live desk. Mark.
Yeah, Brian, in today's hearing, the judge followed the law and he actually dropped the kidnapping charges, but he also followed the law and allowed the prosecution to amend those charges, therefore keeping Sean Michael Phillips behind bars, at least for now. Kate's mother, Ariel Cortland, she was also in the courtroom and she watched the whole thing go down. It all came down to interpretation. Phillips' attorney arguing that under Michigan law, a natural parent cannot be charged and convicted of kidnapping their own child. And while DNA tests now confirm that Sean Michael Phillips is indeed baby Kate's biological father, the prosecution argued that paternity had not been established at the time of Kate's disappearance on June 29th, and those kidnapping charges should stick. Now, the judge did side with the prosecution on that point, but couldn't see how the case could move forward if the law wouldn't allow for a conviction. So he had to drop the charges. But the decision didn't spell freedom for Phillips. Instead, the judge allowed the prosecutor to amend the charges to parental kidnapping and unlawful imprisonment to lesser charges, but still garnering a $250,000 cash bond.
It doesn't mean that it's been established that he did anything. It just means that the prosecutor is right to amend the charges. And we'll fight those, and I'll ask for a preliminary examination on those also.
The Michigan kidnapping statute has a lot of, it's kind of an old, antiquated statute, and it's something that could be looked at, and I think that might be beneficial to all our citizens if it's looked at, not only in this area but other areas as well.
Now, as far as baby Kate, she was last seen on June 29th. Mom claims that she and Phillips were arguing outside of her Ludington apartment, and when she stepped away for a moment, he took off with Kate, and despite an extensive search effort, baby Kate hasn't been seen since. Now, the family dynamic inside that courtroom, it was tense and strained, to say the very least, because keep in mind that both Ariel Cortland and Sean Michael Phillips, they have another child in common as well. As far as the charges, parental kidnapping only carries a maximum sentence of just over a year, but unlawful imprisonment is punishable by up to 15 years behind bars. Phillips will be back in court next Tuesday for an arraignment on those new charges. From the live desk, Mark Thompson, 24-Hour News 8.